Hey guys, it's Alex and welcome to the Geeks Table. I've been waiting for this fight for a long time. DJI Osmo Pocket 2, a tiny camera with a built-in screen and a built-in gimbal. The DJI OM4, also a gimbal, but you need a phone to make it work. And I love my OM4 because it's an amazing addition to my iPhone, but maybe Pocket 2 will beat them both. Let's find out. And I won't compare the specs because that's boring. Instead, I will compare them in actual use cases. We shall have 7 rounds, and I'll give a point to one of the devices after each round, and then we shall see who is the winner. If you'll have your own score, then share your results in the comments, would be interesting to compare. So let's start with a hyperlapse. When you're shooting a hyperlapse, it's really important to keep the center of the picture stable, or at least to move it smoothly. Both OM4 and Pocket 2 have this mode built in, and they both do a good job. But you may want to shoot a hyperlapse for like 10, 20 or 30 minutes, and it's much easier to do it with the Pocket 2. And meanwhile, you may check your phone, look at the maps, message your friends, and most importantly, an incoming call won't interrupt your shooting. Also, if you put the Pocket on the backpack strap, you'll have both your hands free, and it will keep shooting your hyperlapse. And while you're just walking, people won't be looking at you because the camera is so tiny. On the other side, if you're holding a huge gimbal in front of you, everyone will be aware that you're now shooting. So in this round, I give a point to the Pocket 2. Now the panoramas. Both devices have 2 modes, 3x3 and the radial shot, and you basically point at the horizon line and the gimbal does everything by itself. In the 3x3 mode, they both do 9 shots in the total and then combine them into a single image. I've noticed that Pocket 2 had a bit wider angle than needed, so the picture sometimes looked like a fisheye lens shot. iPhone with the OM4 handled it better to me. In the radial shot, OM4 allows us to have a 240 degrees panorama compared to only 180 degrees in the Pocket 2. But in terms of cropping, I do like the result from the Pocket 2 because it captures more info vertically and the image is not super long horizontally, so it still looks a bit more natural. But of course it depends on your needs, so if you're shooting mountains or any other scene where you want a picture as wide as possible, then OM4 will be definitely your choice. So in this round we'll have a tie. Quick tip for the Pocket 2 owners: if you shoot your panorama and then copy the files directly from the SD card to your computer, you may notice that the result picture looks blurry and low quality. It's because it's just a thumbnail, not the real picture. In order to have the real result, you have to connect your phone to the camera, open the gallery, and then select that panorama. It will download the pictures to your phone, generate the real full-size panorama shot, and save it to your gallery. Next is shooting the pan videos. If you're shooting pan videos with your hand and not relying on the joystick, then you'll get similar results with both of these devices, because they both follow your moves easily. But I do like using the joystick because the speed remains the same, so the footage looks just nicer. And here I noticed the differences. If we shoot horizontal scenery, OM4 is more handy because it gives you the same freedom to the left and right from the center. So you just stand where you are, move the gimbal to the far left, and then press the joystick to the other direction and shoot the pan video. So the viewer will see exactly the same thing that you see when looking around. Pocket 2 allows us to go just 45 degrees left and then it will just stop automatically. But when we start going to the right, it will give us 5 times more freedom and also you yourself will get into the frame. So if you're shy, you have to keep that info in mind to accidentally not get on the video that you're shooting. Speaking of the vertical pan videos, it has never been a piece of cake for the OM4. And here's why. If we hold the gimbal like this, then the phone can go around 30 degrees up. Not much, but it's okay. But most people would hold the gimbal like this, because it's more natural. And in this case, the phone won't go any way up. Pocket 2, however, made me really impressed because it could easily go all the way up, so I could shoot the roof by just standing and pulling the joystick down. So here the point goes to the Pocket 2. When it comes to vlogging, both devices are good and you can definitely benefit from the face tracking, so no matter how you're holding your gimbal, your face will still be in the frame. But in the case of OM4, you do rely on the phone's microphone, so do check it out first that you're satisfied with the quality. I have the iPhone, so it's okay for me. And also you may notice that I'm not looking into your eyes like this, but into the side, and that's because the screen of the phone is much bigger, so I feel more natural looking into this instead of the small circle of the camera. Also, when I see something interesting in front of me, there could be some delay between switching the scenes. So for example, like this. Hey, it's Alex, and today we're looking at the Charlottenburg Palace. Look at this awesome roof. And then I'm switching back to me. So yeah, you see, it's not that instant. In the case of Pocket 2, I do enjoy that it's tiny and lightweight, and also the camera is really big, so I definitely know that I'm looking into your eyes right now. And also it has a built-in microphone with 3 steps of sensitivity, so now it's the maximum sensitivity that I can turn on, and it's okay. But if you're a power user and you need a more advanced microphone, so you can buy this Bluetooth microphone that DJI sells separately, or in case of Pro Combo, it will be included in the bundle. So it has a better sensitivity overall and the wind protection, so I do recommend it. And also this interesting thing, so when I see something happening that I need your attention to, so hey, it's Alex, and today we're looking at Charlottenburg Palace. Look at this beautiful roof. It's amazing. And now I'm back again and my face is still tracked, so you could see that switching between the scenes is just faster. So in this round, I give 1 point to the Pocket 2. Now, color grading is a tricky thing, and when it comes to the mobile devices, not many of them allow you to shoot real HDR or real 10 or 12-bit video that is good for color grading. And in this case, we benefit from OM4 because we may install the latest flagship with an advanced recording app and shoot any video of your choice. For example, this 12-bit footage was shot on iPhone 12 Pro Max in Filmic Pro and then graded in DaVinci Resolve. And thanks to OM4, we could make it smooth and stabilized. Pocket 2 has the standard video mode, no surprises here, but when comparing to the iPhone footage, you'll see that the dynamic range is smaller and you lose quite a lot in the highlights and shadows. There is also a mode called Cine-like. It's more flat and meant to be used for color grading, even though it's just 8-bit. But you have to be careful with the exposure because it may affect your grading experience. Also, there is no official LUT for it, so I had to use the one for DJI Mavic camera, and it gave me artifacts in the sky area. Just a quick side note on HDR. So this video is not in HDR, so there is no point on showing you the HDR footage. The colors will be inaccurate, but I will include a few samples in the description. And I should warn you that please don't expect a great picture from the HDR mode on the Pocket 2. So it's 8-bit and with a variable shutter speed, so that means that the picture may look twitchy, and also it cannot shoot 4K in HDR. Also, the zoom is unavailable and the picture is almost twice cropped. So anyways, in this round the point goes to the OM4. Next round is the night shooting. In night shooting, again, we rely very much on the phone's camera in the case of OM4, and since I have the iPhone and it has a great shooting capabilities, I'm fully happy with the result. Smooth picture with great automatic settings, focus is great, and also it has zero noise. When it comes to Pocket 2, the results are a bit disappointing. I could forgive them the inaccuracy in the color, but the picture has a very strong noise, so I wouldn't include it into any of my videos. So again, the point goes to the OM4. Now the all-day shooting. Obviously, OM4 lives longer because it doesn't have a built-in camera, but the phone may die easily after a few hours of 4K shooting. And in this case, you'll have to attach a power bank to it, and you will end up having a very ridiculous construction. So you'll have to hold 2 devices at a time and be sure that the charging cable doesn't affect the gimbal movements. Pocket 2 may die even faster because it has a very tiny battery and you'll have to attach a power bank to it too, but the attached power bank won't affect the camera movements, so you'll still be able to shoot all day long. Just don't forget to buy a very long USB-C cable. So in this round, the point goes to the Pocket 2. So the winner today is DJI Pocket 2. It may not have the most advanced camera, but in terms of different shooting conditions, it's just ahead of OM4 in many ways. Also, Pocket 2 has an SD card slot, so you can swap them on the fly as much as you want. But if you already have an advanced camera phone and you're okay with the size of the gimbal, then DJI OM4 will be a better choice for you, because you already have a great camera and all you need is a small boost that DJI OM4 will surely give to you. Now I'm curious about your thoughts. Which of these is the winner for you? Let me know down in the comments and hit the like button please, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's been Alex and see you at the Geeks Table. Bye bye!